Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday Night Kickoff. I actually kicked Shockwave out of the booth. I said, get out of here. I want Bravo in here with his golden locks of love. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Feeling good. Had a good match against Instinct. Obviously wanted to pull out the win, but really confident in how we're playing. So feeling good.
Yeah, I was actually extremely impressed with how you guys were playing. No one expected, to see a 5-game series. No offense, of course. Nothing against you and your coaching. But, it definitely surprising. But let's talk about this match at hand. Dynasty just came out and destroyed BTH 5-2 in that game. They were aggressive the entire game, and Believe the Hype seemed to be caught off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. At the Red Bull Land, I got a chance to see Believe the Hype kind of in action, and everyone is just really surprised with how well they were playing. And for me to walk up and watch that match unfold is definitely a surprise. So I'm looking forward to see what else this Dynasty squad can pull off.
All right, well, the next map is going to be Team Slayer on the pit, so let's just jump into game number 2. Game number 2, Team Slayer on the pit. Bravo, you have coached this map for so long. You've been doing it all Halo 3, and now it returns to Halo Reach. So are you at home with this map?
Let me tell you, I am at home. Scott, I absolutely love this map, not only to coach it, but to play it as well. This past week when I kind of been going over game types and just making sure I'm on par with everything, I am so glad this map is back.
And so you like how it plays out in Halo Reach. Now tell me, it seems as though the strats are the exact same because the spawn system is very similar to Halo 3. So are we going to see the exact same kind of strats from both teams here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for the most part, like you said, what we're seeing is essentially the split of Courtyard and Mauler, because you just have 2 corners where you're essentially trying to trap the opponent. And I think the only big difference you're going to see is the ability of sprint and evade, really allowing teams to be where they wanted to be in Halo 3. For example, if you weren't sure where a team was spawning, you're going to have to wait. You can't sprint in. However, in Halo Reach, now you have sprint, now you have evade, so you can really get to a part of the map and block that part of the map. So if anything, I think this game type might play a little bit faster.
Gotcha. So as we were sitting here chit-chatting like little schoolgirls, Dynasty is up by 12 kills now. They are doing an excellent job. Formal was on a complete tear, and they seem to be relocating here at the empty side now. You said, we're kind of surprised that Believe the Hype got handled after the Red Bull Land. So what's the big difference here between Dynasty and Believe the Hype that you're noticing?
I think right now, if you also look, Dynasty is playing super fast now. The pit, just like Halo 3, the pit is a map you can go on those giant runs. You can get 10, 15 kill sprees, and then you can just slow it down and bring the game back to your side of the map, and all of a sudden you have a 15 kill lead. So I think what they're doing is they're really just capitalizing on their positioning. They're not pushing over alone, and I think that's really when you get caught. When you start picking off the enemy team one by one in their spawn, it's when you can really start to see killing sprees and different kind of things of that sort.
All right, so Death is going to be picking up this sniper after he cleans up this kill. Very easily done right there, very standard kill. 3 members of Believe the Hype are taken out. They are all coming off the respawn. They are spawning at the cut, so they most likely will be going up to top turret. Maniac will be grabbing that sniper now, and Destin's going to be going streak. Now, in this situation, when you're a coach, besides freaking out and slapping him in the back and saying, good job, buddy, what do you tell your teammates when you have the snipe? Are you like, hey, guys, hold back, we have the sniper, or just do what you want with it?
Yeah. Kind of thing? See, the big thing right here in this game is it depends on the score. So if my team's up 31-15, I'm pretty much just telling my team to have a ball, because they're going to, at this point in the game, Believe the Hype would seriously have to slow the game down so much. They'd have to play with so much discipline, and which, unfortunately, when you're down by this kill count, it's very difficult to play with discipline and all push out together. But we've seen crazy comebacks on the pit. Remember that straight ripping comeback in Halo 3? I believe it was up 49-38 or 48-39, one of the two.
Yeah, 48-39.
And so it's absolutely possible, and I'm going to go ahead and say that it's absolutely possible in this game type too. And you see they're starting to kind of shorten that gap between the 2 teams, but when a team has a sniper on the pit, it absolutely depends on the score.
Gotcha. So here we go as Believe the Hype is trying to get some control of the map here, but Dynasty is just overwhelming them. It doesn't matter what the number count is, they are just single-handedly flying at the members of Believe the Hype and trying to catch them off guard. Snipedown has the rockets in Sword Reliable as top sniper. Cloud is going to be on the training, and Maniac seems to be setting up for the overshield that'll be coming up eventually. And Snipedown finally has a sniper now, so things are actually looking semi-decent for Believe the Hype for the first time all game.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely got a chance to possibly bring this back. I think the one thing that I also wanted to touch on was how perfect it is that the balance of the battles on the map. There's an equal amount of battles happening in Sword, around training, in Green, and Long Haul. And it's not that one map is favored. So, I mean, to kind of build on what you're saying before, it really does fit Halo Reach perfectly because I think we're not really seeing anything, like any battles catered to one side of the map. So I think that's definitely necessary, or not necessarily necessary, but it works really well for competitive game type.
Yeah, you see a little bit more widespread strategy here. You're going to see as teams are going to differentiate. Some teams are going to be rocket-oriented. Some teams will be overshield-oriented. Some teams will be snipers. Some will be a mix of all of them. So it's really good to see that strategy will finally be implemented back into Halo Reach.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the first game that I've seen people focus so much on the overshield, to be honest. I've been watching this game type all day. And kind of like how it has been in Halo Reach, people are really just focusing more on Green and rockets, and of course the snipers. But let's see how this last part of the game plays out. Only an 8-kill lead here.
Yeah, Believe the Hype finally doing well. Snipedown has this sniper in the Sword. Reliable has one as well, and he is going to relocate back into his side. Sword. Snipedown picking up a huge headshot here. They are down by 9 kills. They are trying to come back, but Dynasty's keeping this pressure on them. They have to slow this game down so much. Snipedown playing out of his mind. He is trying to bring them back, and Maniac now has a sniper. They have the power weapons. They have the positioning on the map, but Dynasty is just going to push through this long haul.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough when you're in Believe the Hype's position because right now, obviously, Dynasty can take chances, and they've had the opportunity to take chances the whole game. And, you know, when you have professional Halo players taking chances, chances are that they're going to do really well. So I Believe the Hype's just been in a really tough situation the whole game. Looks like this game's going to be over in just a second.
1 kill away. Will Dynasty finally get it right now and go up 2-0? And yes, Formal is going to take out Cloud. They will go up in the series 2-0. Hopefully they will win this next game because I predicted them to win.
Ah, yes.
Indeed. So, Bravo, coming up next, you're going to stay on here because that game was super fast, which has kind of been the story of this series. We have Team King on Nexus. Now, go ahead and talk me through this map. Old map, new game type on it. So how's it really playing out?
All right, so the big thing about Nexus is it's essentially you have to always have your head on a swivel because there's ridiculous split spawns throughout the whole map. If you have, top hill control, you have to really be anticipating a blue and a red spawn. You can't kind of bank on it, or it's a possibility. You have to anticipate it every single time that they could spawn 2 guys blue and 2 guys red. So you got to be really ready for that. And there's certain spaces that you can stand in the hill that are, almost invulnerable to nades that you can't get hit by. So I think having that snipe control and having top mid control along with a top base is really what the goal is on this game type, as it kind of has been since Nexus was around, because if you have one base control and then top control of both sides, you can easily turn around and kill an enemy in either base or back down, and you really have the opportunity to bait and switch your teammates with that kind of triangular setup.
Well, he is going to be walking us through all of those things he just said when we come back.